What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the BallGame podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Dean.
I'm Pete.
I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
The Oklahoma City Thunder take a 3-2 series lead with a 120-109 victory at home. Shai and Jalen Williams combined for 71 points in this one, and what a masterclass it was for the second star for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some may say it's the superstar making performance for Jalen Williams. What a night it was. 3-2 series lead, Oklahoma City, and the finals may be done in 6 games. So what are some quick thoughts? What are the early thoughts? We just watched the game. This is directly after, by the way. We went from the couch over there to the couch over here. So, Tom, get us started. What do you think?
Well, in the first half, I drove here at halftime, so I didn't watch all the third quarter, but the first half, my reaction was like the Thunder were up by like 15 or something like that. They were up by a good amount. I thought their role players were playing really well. I thought J-Dub and Shai showed up to play, and I thought the Pacers were just turning the ball over, just dumb mistakes, and then they locked in for the third quarter for a lot, and then the fourth quarter, and somebody took some bolt cutters to that lock, and it just got all the way out of hand. So stars came to play for OKC. Everyone really came to play for OKC except Chet. I don't know what goes on with him, but and then Indiana, man, what a disaster from Tyrese Haliburton. I mean, for all the times he's shown up in the big moments and in the bright lights, he just was horrible tonight. And Andrew Nembhard too, man, like he was just he was a negative out there if there ever was one. Like he had probably 4 or 5 turnovers in this game, and just stupid turnovers, like just lazy passes and stuff like that. And I thought there was a lot of that with Indiana. So yeah, turnovers absolutely slaughtered them in this one.
Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, no, Tom, you hit it on the head. The turnover battle was 23-11, so that'll do you. And points off turnovers was 9-32. So
Jeez.
yeah, that'll do it. J-Dub was actually insane in this one. It felt like he was just getting whatever he wanted. The mid-range was on. He was hitting some crazy layups. He hit a few threes. He was absolutely frying them. Aaron Wiggins was pretty great in the first half and then the beginning of the third quarter. But TJ McConnell and Pascal tried their best. They tried their best. It's going to be tough to win games when your superstar doesn't come along for the ride.
Yeah.
Man. You can only do so much. So, yeah, that's really my big takeaways. They got good minutes from everyone else. Like I said, Pascal played well. He had, 28. TJ McConnell literally brought them back into the game in the third quarter. He had an out-of-body experience. Thought Ben Mathurin, I don't think he really scored that much, but he was all over the place in terms of his hustle plays. Same thing with Obi Toppin. He's just all over the place. So sucks to lose a game like that where it feels like your role players did show up for the most part, especially TJ McConnell having a game like that. You said it about Ben Mathurin the other day when he had his big game. You just can't lose games like that when your role players come to play because you don't know when they're going to come to play.
Out-of-body experiences.
Yeah, you don't know when they're going to come to play to that level again and if they have another game like that in them for these next 1 or 2 games. So it's concerning for Indiana. They were in the driver's seat, and now they are not in the
They
driver's
are in the passenger seat.
They got out the car.
Yeah. But
Took the bus.
they get to go back home. They got Rick Carlisle. It's not over yet. So
It's getting there.
Yeah.
We're close.
well, yeah.
I mean, they're down 3-2. Yeah,
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking like, I thought you were gonna give me the hand.
I wasn't talking. You're good.
No. Yeah, I fear since that day.
Trump.
No. So from the beginning of this whole series, like I knew the Pacers, for them to take it far, they would quite literally have to play perfect ball. So and their 2 wins, I would say they played perfect basketball. Of course, we're only human. Of course, there's some errors, but for the most part, it was perfect ball. And that's what made them win. The second that they start playing flawed basketball is when you're going to see OKC get ahead, and they're going to get those 15-point leads, and they're not going to, lose by 3 points. They're going to lose by 10+. And would I be surprised if this goes to Game 7? Not at all. I think the Pacers are going to go back in the locker room. They're going to go home. They're going to fire up. And I think they're going to come out with the win for Game 6. I really wouldn't be surprised. Sometimes traveling becomes very, very hefty on the body. And I know both teams had to travel back and forth, but it doesn't help when you're not at home. I think going back home, the Pacers will pull it through for Game 6. And I think Game 7, OKC is going to take it all the way. So I'm going OKC Game 7, like I said from the last time we talked about it. I think originally what I said, OKC in 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I said that I thought the Pacers would get 1 or 2 on them. I think the Pacers would get 3 on them now. But I think OKC is going to take it in Game 7. You know, I'm not frightened for the Pacers because, of course, if they win the next game, it's any man's game. But I do think OKC is going to wind up taking it home, especially when you see the way they played tonight. They're going to do that in Game 7.
Dean, what you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it just felt like every time the Pacers went on a run that they just fell asleep. Every single time they would cut it to, 7 points and 6 points. They even got it down to, 4-3-2. And they would just commit these costly, untimely turnovers. It was just constant the whole second half. You could sit there and say, there's something to build upon. They definitely played better than they did in the first half, but they just couldn't get the job done. OKC's defense was just suffocating. These dudes did not know what to do with the ball, Indiana. So, props to OKC. They played great in the first half, and they locked up in the second half. They really just were the better team all 48 minutes. So, I think Indiana could win the next game, but I'd probably bet on OKC finishing out the series.
Usually on the road, in the playoffs, you rely on your stars to be great and not your role players to be great. And Indiana got the complete opposite of that.
Pascal was great.
Pascal was phenomenal.
Pascal's
Pascal
defense was
awesome.
phenomenal.
He
too.
led
my
the
God.
charge, though, with 6 turnovers.
Yeah.
As well as he played, he
had
also
6
led the
turnovers?
team-
Yeah.
He led the team in turnovers, so.
Everybody just at multiple points, we had a run in the fourth quarter where the Pacers had 4 straight possessions where they turned the ball over. 4 in a
Yeah,
row.
you can't have that.
And they weren't just you threw the ball out of bounds. It was live ball turnovers, and OKC will destroy you on live ball turnovers.
100%.
You said it while we were watching the game. They don't miss these momentum swinging threes. They don't miss them. Whether it's Lou Dort, whether it's Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, it doesn't matter. All these guys, they are hitting those big time threes, especially at home. That crowd is one of one. They might be the best in the NBA. They are unbelievable. And, you feed off of that. So OKC is, like you said, they're in the driver's seat now. This might not go 7. They might go straight back to Indiana. And if Tyrese Haliburton's injury is a real thing, it's that bad, this is over.
He just was, he was bad even before that. I don't know. I feel like he just, this is where it gets tough for him for the upper echelon of stars conversations that he wants to be in. It's just, he gets in his own head and he kind of he just tries to do too much. And, when he's not scoring, he misses 2 shots in a row. He's all right, playmaker mode. And then, against OKC's defense, they're going to hound you. They're hounding your players. And it was a little bit of everything from the Pacers, though. Some of it, like I said, was just sloppy play, lazy passes and things like that. But then it was just OKC's defense smothers you. And it feels like this whole series is just one in transition. Yeah. Whoever's getting more turnovers and getting out and running and scoring in transition, that's who's going to win the series. So
that's how it was with the Pacers Knicks too. Quite literally, the Pacers won that series because of that.
We turned the ball over a lot in that series, yeah.
And now the Pacers were converting every single time. Yeah. So now the Pacers, I feel getting a taste of their own medicine. With OKC, not a taste of their medicine, but
they've been pretty brilliant for the most part, though, in terms of protecting the basketball.
It was game 1 and game 2 that they had, not game 1 and 2. It was game 1 in this game that they had 20 plus turnovers. Yeah.
And they won game 1.
Yeah, they won game 1.
20 plus turnovers is nuts.
Yeah.
Imagine being in that locker room after. I'm sure the coaches are going to be yelling at them, going into game 6. But it feels like a regular season game. There'd be 20 fucking turnovers, dude.
They're a team where it's because of who their coach is and just because of their personnel. Obviously that's a big reason why they lost in this game. But I'm not particularly worried about that in a sense. They're one of the better teams in terms of not turning the ball over in the NBA. They might be the best team at that. So I'm sure maybe they'll lose game 6, but I doubt they have 20 turnovers in back-to-back games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Pascal had 6. That's a lot. That's not going to happen again.
Yeah.
So,
sometimes,
OKC's like that, though.
Yeah, they are 100%. That's what it is. But I also feel like this wasn't really the one that got away. They were never in control here. They got off to a early deficit and were playing catch-up all game. We didn't talk about it.
Game 4.
It was game 4 because,
Game 4.
the Thunder made, 3 threes in that game? You guys are talking about the Thunder never missed momentum swinging threes.
They missed all.
They were not making any of them.
They missed all of them.
And somehow they had 10 total assists as a team. Like, that was the one that really got away. So
Shai had 0 assists in that game, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you were out. If you didn't get a out of body experience from TJ McConnell, this game was nowhere close the entire game. So
It puzzled me as to why he was pulled, anyways, and then not put in.
Nemhard
until 3
should have
minutes
never
left
got
in the
put back
fourth.
in the game down the stretch of that. Like he was terrible tonight.
I don't know why TJ barely played in the fourth quarter. Like I just don't
He was
understand.
literally willing them back. TJ
He
McConnell
literally
put the
willed
team
them
on
back,
his
yeah.
back
Yeah.
for that third quarter.
Do one of you has the box score up?
Yeah.
What was the rebounding differential? I'm curious because I said that for the last video.
Pacers
I don't think it was either, but
That's
I'm just curious.
OKC had 45.
Yeah.
Pacers had more.
Yeah.
That's like crazy to me, but
I mean, Ben Mathurin had what felt like 6 offensive rebounds,
Yeah.
bro. Like no joke.
Yeah, he was all over the
He had
place.
8
Yeah.
boards.
All the hustle plays. Like he
Shout-
As a
was-
team, though,
Shout out for 11,
it
bro.
felt like they made all the hustle plays. Like loose balls, they got to them. They were just. It really was the turnovers that were a killer. And again, like.
Yeah, they were the ones responsible for the loose balls, bro. They couldn't get
Oh,
onto
yeah, I
it.
guess. But I mean, again, you can only rely on TJ McConnell so much. Like I understand he's hurt, but 4 points is just unacceptable.
yeah.
Like,
0 for 7, right?
0 for 6. Like it's just really you didn't make a shot. That's just unacceptable.
How's he only getting 6 shots up?
Yeah.
Franchise player in the NBA Finals, you're getting 6 shots. I don't like. Again, you're out there. You always say it. You're out there. You're getting criticized. Like
Yeah,
6 shots.
Like I get it. Like he's hurting right
No,
now.
100%.
100%. But like no buckets is just unacceptable.
Yeah.
Bro. It's just unacceptable. Because like I guess maybe he didn't have his burst because he was hurt, but like also he was in a box.
yeah,
Like Caruso was all over him, Dort was all over him, Casey Wallace was all over him. Like he wasn't getting anything. He wasn't able to turn the corner on them pick and rolls. I guess because he lost his step a little bit, but he just wasn't. And that's kind of the biggest knock on Tyrese Haliburton is he can't really generate open looks if it's not coming off a screen, like for himself.
yeah.
If it's not coming off a screen, and especially against OKC's defense, like that's not going to be easy. But that was really on full display tonight. Like he just wasn't able to forget about like he didn't score, but he wasn't able to generate any looks for him. And you just need that out of your guy.
Point guard, especially. He in the fourth. I think it was in the fourth. I don't know if I think Caruso like stole the ball from him or something, but he literally just went like left hand, right hand, tried to move, and it looks like he doesn't know how to dribble. Like
couldn't go anywhere.
yeah, like it's just so insane. Like you say, the
we got the TJ McCollum versus JW game.
TJ
Greatest
McCollum,
game of all time.
the JW.
The JW versus
he just like
TJ McCollum.
he really just looks like sometimes he has no bag. Like he can't. He just cross and then just step back, chucks up a shot, and it goes in. And he just has unreal touch when he shoots and on floaters and stuff. And like you said, in the pick and roll, but in an ISO against a great defender, he's cooked.
Yeah, it's not his game.
Even sometimes when he's getting the switch too. I mean, especially in this game, but even throughout the series, like hasn't really been able to get his shit off, even against like Chet on a switch, and it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
If you get, I mean, you look at all the top players in the league. The top players in the league are licking their chops when a big man switches onto them, and he can't even generate a look when a big man switches onto him. And I know Chet's phenomenal at that in terms of that, stepping out there and being able to hold his own. But still, like
You're an elite point
You're
guard,
that
and he's a
guy,
big
yeah.
man. Yeah.
That injury might be bad.
100%.
Yeah. No, he's hurting
He's
for
hurting
sure.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
But
nobody gets an excuse for that.
Oh, for
Especially
6,
a
man.
superstar. You don't get an excuse for that.
Oh
shit.
for 6, man.
Yeah, no, it
That's
just
bad.
can't happen.
That's bad.
They were trying to say he has aura, bro. Come on.
He was.
He,
I know.
to be fair, in the next series, he really did.
Who has
Like,
aura?
He does
Hey,
not have
your
aura,
boy.
bro.
It's not my boy.
That's your boy, bro.
It's not my boy.
That's your boy. How do you
Yeah, I mean, you
feel
could
that
come
your
at
boy?
me.
Got out the mud for him.
What do you
He
mean?
has
We
no
could come at
aura.
him too. That's
No,
his boy.
I know. I'm saying you
Come
could come
on,
at
you.
me, but like this is the same
What?
guy that said that
Pause.
Tyrese Haliburton.
Yeah.
Tyrese Haliburton is better than Jalen Brunson, according to somebody
that's your
here.
boy.
No, I didn't say
Your boy had no buckets.
You said that.
That's not what I said.
You've said that.
He did.
No, that's
Your boy
not
had
what I
no
said.
buckets in NBA.
Bro, we
Finals.
have the
That's not what I
files.
said. Where? Show me.
Don't gaslight me.
It's literally in a
Don't you dare
TikTok.
I
gaslight
don't
me.
know what you guys are talking about, though.
Dared to gaslight
As a
me.
Knicks fan, that's actually like disgusting.
No, but I took it back. A guy can't change his mind.
Somebody stuck up for you in YouTube comments and
That's
said
what I'm
that.
saying, yeah.
What, this guy, what, a guy can't change his mind?
Somebody said that in
Yeah,
the
2
comments.
days.
Yeah.
2 days.
2 days,
That
yeah.
changes his mind.
Yeah.
Not that quick.
Come
A
on,
guy
bro.
can't.
You can't change his
Not
mind.
that
You say something on the internet and then
Even that quick.
That's
When,
your
how long?
opinion
it could be
for the rest of your life.
yeah, exactly. That's
How long
your
does it take
opinion
me
for the
to
rest of
change
your
my
life.
mind? It doesn't take me 2 days in one game to change
I change my mind
2 days
all the
sounds like a
time.
long time. Actually,
2 days is not a long time in the
All right,
NBA,
Dean
bro.
got a little excited. You know, Tyrese Haliburton
Yeah.
had a game.
You fuck with him
Story.
too? That's your boy too?
I took Jalen Brunson. You know me.
All right.
I didn't switch up my boy.
He's like, I would
Yeah.
never.
His ass.
He's
Okay,
like,
no,
I'd
okay,
never do
okay.
something like that, bro.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do something like that.
Tyrese absolutely cooked us.
I'm
last
taking
game. Absolutely.
JW over Tyrese.
I'm taking
Okay.
JW over Tyrese right now, too, bro.
Okay.
I'm taking Joe Burrow.
One guy had 40.
Would I have done that last week? No.
Yeah, one guy
I
had
changed
40.
my mind.
JW.
Sure.
One guy had 40. One guy didn't make a shot. So
RJ
it's kind of
taking Matthew Stafford.
What'd they say about Kyle Lowry that one time?
He's
Or-
got a big
fat
booty.
ass.
He
Yeah.
does have a big
no, they
booty.
said no buckets. I'm taking Killer Kyle.
Killer
Korver.
Kyle
Dwayne Wade. Broken
Deron
hands.
Williams.
They're wrong.
Deron Williams.
Deron
Oh, my
Williams.
God.
Kyle Lowry in the playoffs.
Man, I miss the Raptors team. Fuck this finals, bro.
No, that was pretty impressive what J-Dub did tonight. Though.
That was
Like,
crazy.
He was getting whatever he wanted,
Yeah, I mean, like,
whenever he wanted
he
it.
is that guy, all NBA player, all defensive player,
Yeah.
all star. Like, this was his breakout season, obviously, but I mean, this was his 40 points in the finals. Is not something.
He
to,
showed him why tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not something to scoff over. And he was like,
They needed it.
to be on a team with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, and have an NBA Finals game where you were, I don't want to say by far, but like you were pretty clearly the best player on the floor for 48 minutes is really, really impressive.
Oh yeah.
Shea had a great game too.
Yeah.
Like, Shea had
30,
30
yeah.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were. If they play like this, I mean, this is what it's going to be for year over year over year.
Yeah, I mean, if the role players are
could be, yeah.
clicking, like, I mean, Kason Wallace was hitting 3. He had 4 steals in this game too. Like,
Yeah, Casey Wallace is a dog.
Kason Wallace.
The
Casey
two of them are
Wallace.
just such like. I mean, we just talked about
Hassan.
the other side of it with Tyrese, but like Shai, obviously we know, but J-Dub too, like he could just get a bucket. Like,
Yeah.
he could always like make something out of nothing. You know, he was lethal in the mid range tonight, and his 3 was falling. But I mean, even some of them layups he made, like his lefty scoop
Scoops.
layups,
Oh my
were
God.
that's a tough ass shot.
Yeah.
Where you're offhand, like a scoop high off the glass,
Yeah.
dude, to have the touch on that with your left hand is like. Crazy, like he was doing some.
that was the
nice
last
shit.
one he had, like 440, right? Was a
Yeah,
scoop
yeah.
layup like that.
Even
Yeah.
that one, what do you
Out
have
the
at
window.
the end of the third quarter? It was that like pull up mid range, like
God.
fading to the left to off the glass.
the
bro.
LeBronto
That was-
shot, basically.
Yeah, that was nutty, bro.
Sometimes
He
that's
was
just like when you're that guy, when you're one of those guys, like that just happens. Like you get in a
Yeah.
mode where like any other night he's not hitting half the shots he hit tonight, but
all rhythm,
he
dude.
just was on one. There was nothing they could throw. They couldn't throw anything at him.
41% from the
Yeah,
field. In
yeah, there was
this
nothing they could throw at him.
Yeah.
Tonight, probably got that up to 40.
He was, and it felt like him and Shea were just walking to the rim too. Like,
No, Shea was hitting some stupid
Yeah.
shots, bro. Like, it's just his mid range.
first half they were getting inside, but
His
yeah.
mid range jumper is just so automatic, bro. It's so
Shea.
nice. Yeah, it's so pretty, bro. It really is.
Well, I mean, when he gets free mid range jumpers, 15 free mid range jumpers a game because
You can't touch him.
the Holy Spirit breathed on him. Yeah,
Right.
He also creating mad space though. There was that
Yes.
one against Obi
Yeah, he
Toppin where
creates
we were all
space,
like,
yeah.
"What the hell?"
he'd be pushing off.
You said that
yeah.
you can't play better defense than that. Like, you know what I mean? Like
You
he
can do
just,
about it.
No, he does create his own space. Like
yeah,
that.
he just needs this much space, and like he's
Yeah.
getting his shit
That's how
up.
I felt about TJ McConnell in the third
Yeah,
quarter, bro.
it is like it is like that. Like he doesn't need a lot of space. He's one of the best shot makers in the league. He'd be pushing off a lot though.
Kinda.
I feel like
He'd be pushing off.
everybody.
Everybody be pushing
player
off.
does.
No, of course, and he's got the.
Obviously, yeah. When you're that,
He's
like,
also throwing up 30 shots a game. So
that's
yeah,
it. And also when you're like that pedigree of player,
Yeah,
they're a little
yeah.
bit more lenient.
Yeah,
with
that's how
you
the
with,
NBA goes,
extra
but-
stuff,
Oh,
you know what I
definitely.
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so do we think Indy takes game 6? Do we think it goes to 7?
I don't know. I mean,
I think
it's hard to believe in Tyrese Haliburton.
Yeah.
You know? This ain't even like a hate Tyrese Haliburton thing, but like if he's that banged up that he can't even make one bucket, like I don't feel confident in them at all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Are we all saying
I was-
the Thunder winning game 6?
I today
that's
was-
not what I think. No.
I today was on the side of Thunder winning tonight. Pacers are winning game 6, and then they go back to
I was
OKC for
too,
7.
yeah.
But yeah, if Tyrese is that, like you said, that banged up where he is this ineffective, like, yeah, it's wraps. Like, there's no way.
Still somewhere, the same thing I said last time when we talked about this, about the Black Magic gods being on their side. Like, maybe the basketball gods will just come down and heal him before Game 6. Like,
It's very well
I feel
possible.
like, yeah, I feel like you have to consider that.
Somebody find Peyton Manning and hide him.
Yeah.
'Cause
Bro,
he's gonna
my
get
God.
sacrificed.
bro. Seriously, dude.
No, I fully feel like Indiana's gonna win the next game, and then I think it's gonna go to Game 7. OKC wins.
I hope so.
Like, would I be surprised if OKC wins the next game? Of course not. After a performance like tonight, but
Be hedging your bets like that.
yeah,
You'd be like, I think this is gonna happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if the other thing
of
happens.
course. like if I'm gonna
Stay
like
on business, bro.
Hedging your bets in live
no,
in
straight
live
up, like
time.
if I'm gonna like put my money on it, like I'm gonna put it on Pacers win the next game. OKC wins the finals, but I wouldn't be shocked.
I mean,
obviously,
if you're gonna put money on it,
yeah, well, I wouldn't be.
So just stand on that.
Yeah,
don't,
just say-
don't
yeah,
They don't
say
say the but. I wouldn't be surprised. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
What's wrong with
I
that?
wouldn't
we know you
What's wrong
wouldn't. We
with
know
the-
you wouldn't be surprised.
No, you don't. I didn't say that.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I don't
when
think we'd
had
be
that.
surprised if either team in the finals.
Yeah,
won
right. It's
the
the NBA
game.
Finals. I'm not gonna be surprised if anybody wins a
No,
game.
I'm saying takes it home in Game 6. You know what I mean? So, I also feel like that's not part of the script, man. Like, you're gonna let a team win the finals, like not at home. Like that stadium's gonna be fucking.
I wonder what the percentage is on that. How many teams have won the final? I feel like they probably win. I think they low key be winning in the opponent's arena more than their own.
I don't know. One that sticks out is 06 when the Heat beat the Mavs.
Yeah.
I know that was in Dallas.
The Cavs 3-1 comeback was in Golden State.
That's insane.
What's the arena like when that happens? Honestly, like
Devastating.
quiet. Real fucking quiet.
Leave.
Yeah.
You
Was Toronto in
burnt
Golden
out of
State?
there.
Toronto, I think, won in Golden State too.
Yeah, but that one had
Yeah.
no aura. Like the aura, like
KD died.
dissipated
Yeah.
out of the final.
KD and Clay
got
died,
hurt.
yeah.
They got played towards ACL in that
Yeah.
game.
The script is the Pacers win the next game, and then
Man, that was such
OKC
a
wins
fire
at
game.
home,
He was
dude.
getting hot too.
It's just the script,
Sick
dude.
game.
Who?
The Toronto series when Game 6 Clay started coming out, and then
I always said if Clay didn't, like they didn't even need KD. They could have just had Clay. They would have won that series.
I don't think so, but
I think so.
Boogie
That-
got hurt too, right? I mean, he wasn't really doing
Yeah.
shit, but he was a big body for them that they didn't really have.
Boog wasn't on nothing back then, bro. Unfortunately,
Do we
the hell
think
just
if the
happened?
the couple keeps coming with the bottle? Do we think the Knicks would even be competing half as strong
No.
as the Pacers right now if they're versus OKC?
No, they're just not built to
No shot.
play against OKC.
Well, you think would have been like a 4-0 sweep? Like
we would have won one.
Maybe.
The series might be over already, to be honest with you. I really do think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Trunks
Unfortunately.
left. That was your guy to ask. 'Cause
I mean, this series
Trunks
would have been over already too if the Black Magic Devil Gods weren't on the Pacers side
Yeah.
for Game 1.
Yeah, Game 1
I'm
was,
I'm still not over our Game 1 with the Knicks.
Still?
bro.
Not over it.
I'm
Trust
never
me,
be
you're
over
not
it.
by yourself on that one. I
That's-
think all of Knicks fandom feels the same.
That
way.
is the definition of what Chris is saying.
Black, Magic.
Bro, they
Ball
did it.
goes
Yeah,
30
they've
feet
done it
in the
every
air.
round.
They
bounces
did it in
back
every round, bro. They did
But
it
like
against.
that one was just like the start to like to just fuckery. Like what the fuck is going on? You know what I
That
mean?
was not the start of the fuckery. The start of the fuckery was the first round against Milwaukee.
To
Game
be fair,
2, I
yeah,
think,
but I'm just saying it only hit home mostly when it happened to our Knicks. You know
Well,
what I
yeah,
mean?
that's yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
I don't
how it
really give a
goes.
fuck about no Bucks losing or Cavs losing. When it happens to your team, man, it starts to break your goddamn heart. I'll tell you that much. But
Yeah.
So
It is what
Thunder
it
and
is,
6 around the board, and you got
I got
Game
Thunder in
7. Okay,
yeah.
No, I'm going.
you're going.
Game 7.
You think Pacers win it?
I think Pacers win it.
Yeah, I'm worried about Hallie. I don't know.
I'm worried
not
about
worried
Hallie
about
too,
Hallie.
but I'm thinking from a business perspective for the NBA. They want this to go 7.
Yeah, but like
Script, man.
again, like the basketball gods, the business gods, like they can't do nothing if bro is really hurting like that.
Bro, don't
I mean-
count the basketball gods out.
Yeah, and,
I
and
believe
horse
in-
tranquilizers.
Them
and
indie
drugs.
legends are dropping like flies.
Yeah, we watched Patrick Mahomes
I mean,
limp off
shit, the
field
horse
to come back
tranquilizer
from
thing, they definitely gave him some shit at halftime.
Probably.
Didn't work.
They'd be better equipped now. They get better stuff now.
He got 4 free throws after halftime, so
Amen.
How many points did he finish with?
4.
4.
Was that from the free throws?
Yes.
Yeah,
Dude.
he was 0 for 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he did not.
Oh, for 4 from 3.
That is not good.
Again,
Well,
just
all right,
It's
like
very
No,
not
it's
good.
actually
No,
not
yeah,
good at
it's-
all.
Maybe that's
Depth
part of the
analysis.
script, you know?
For him to go for
it
a
to go to
40
game
bomb
7,
in
you
game
know?
6.
He walked
I'd
out
actually be
healthy.
shocked if he had more than 25 points.
Next game?
Shocked.
I'm with you.
I don't even think you'll
I
get
mean, I
25
would be
next
shocked
game.
too, but like Hallie's done that.
I
kinda
think
shit.
I think he gets
Yeah.
like 18 points next game. Like if he has like a good game.
Yeah, and they,
Exactly.
and they lose by
Yeah.
30.
I'm sorry, bro. If they want to win next game, he needs 25 plus. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I think they need less turnovers. I think they need to make in their shot. Like
Closer than it should have been with him having 4 points.
That was because of
I'm
TJ
sorry,
McConnell.
bro.
though.
Even if
TJ
he had
McConnell ain't
18.
having a fucking masterclass again like that. Like that's
But maybe
Maybe
Aaron
Nembhard
Smith is
does,
pretty
yeah,
due for
yeah.
a game. Nembhard's due for a game.
Maybe
That's what this
Mathurin
team does,
doesn't
yeah.
shoot 2 for 11.
yeah.
That's what this team
Nembhard
does.
too.
They
Yeah,
all
I was gonna
rotate
say
who's better in the
normally
game.
someone else will come along for
Yeah.
the ride
Yeah.
with him. It's just like he needs to be in the driver's seat.
Maybe
Yeah.
they won't turn the ball over 22 times.
23.
The
Yeah,
passengers can't get lit if no one's driving the car. You know what I mean? They
Right,
just be sitting
yeah.
in the parking lot.
you know,
TJ McConnell was sitting in the parking lot. today.
Tyrese needs the right guy on aux. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I know
He's the right guy on aux.
That's the thing. TJ McConnell was playing fucking bumps tonight.
Yeah, bro.
And he still
but
just sat
just
there. in
did
the
his
parking
bag,
lot.
yeah.
There's one problem with having that guy on aux.
TJ McConnell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all fucking Neil Diamond and.
Exactly. Bruce Springsteen. Are we sure that TJ McConnell is
Nah,
the
we know
right
what
guy
Tyrese likes.
for Tyrese?
How you
Like
feel? How you feel? How you feel?
Who is Neil Diamond?
What?
you don't know who Neil Diamond is?
No. Sing me a Neil Diamond.
Where it began.
You didn't sing that good enough. I have no idea what you did.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet
Oh,
Caroline.
Sweet
Yeah,
Caroline.
I
That's
know
like
Sweet
your.
Caroline.
That's like your song.
Okay. My song.
You didn't get that from where it began. You weren't able to.
I feel like
Wow. You
Kinda fun.
what kind of white are you?
I like Mr. Brightside.
Everyone likes Mr. Brightside, but what?
That's for
Bro,
both.
what
cultures,
white person
honestly.
doesn't know Sweet Caroline by
I
the
guess I'm a little just more than you guys.
not white?
more seasoned?
Damn, we low key don't claim you, bro.
More seasoned than us, I guess.
Spicier.
Maybe.
A lot of people have been saying
Like
that
P?
lately.
What? That's a lot of people have been saying
No,
lately.
people have been saying like the word like seasoned, like yo, like you need to be more seasoned. I'm like not
now
to me, but I've been seeing it. Like I don't know. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like I don't even know.
You're freaked out, bro.
Like, what does that mean? Like I have like a dry personality? Like I don't know. You know?
Nah,
Yeah.
It's flavorless.
That's what we mean.
What? People are saying you're not seasoned?
No. I'm saying like,
Oh.
what are they accusing that person?
I feel like you're the most seasoned.
I was just gonna say,
The
you're probably
bump.
most seasoned.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is
If
it?
you're unseasoned, you
Pete's
like
got the most flavor.
bland.
Really?
Yeah, bro. You didn't see him hitting that.
flavorful.
You didn't see him hitting that little dancey
What
dance last
flavor?
week. What do you mean?
all
What
of
flavor?
them. all
Pete's
of them.
like Pete's honey barbecue. If it ever.
I love honey barbecue.
I know.
I love honey barbecue.
All right, let's do
All right,
that.
yeah.
We covered the game.
There was
If-
something. Wait, there was
if we were all a wing flavor, what would we be?
I
chicken
like
wing?
I like honey barbecue.
I'll take
Pete's.
that. That's
Everyone
cool.
everyone loves honey barbecue, right? Like that's all reliable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I love blue cheese too. All right, don't get me started. I'm
I
gonna.
but
think
that's not
Tom is like sweet Asian chili.
No. I feel like Tom's
love
like
that
a
flavor.
classic buff.
What does that
Classic
mean?
buff.
I think I'm mild.
Yeah, you're mild.
I think I'm mild.
You guys gotta start thinking about the
I like
exotics.
sweet
Garlic
Asian.
parm,
Did you say sweet Asian chili?
Sweet Asian chili.
garlic parm,
Sweet Asian
teriyaki.
chili?
You know, like let's start thinking.
Parm.
Beans
parm.
of garlic parm.
Yeah.
Garlic parm.
Bro.
Parm
It's
is
the
garlic
most garlic
parm.
parm there ever was, bro.
I don't know if that's bad.
What
Nah,
other
it's
flavor?
good. It's good.
We got
You're
let's think. I like dry rub. You know,
no.
Oh, if you guys said
Dry
I
rub's
was
delicious.
a dry rub, I'd go home and cry. Please.
What is? Yeah, Chris is.
Lemon pepper.
lemon pepper. That's a dry rub though.
That is dry rub.
Definitely dry
But
rub.
lemon
But it's the
pepper
best
is
dry rub.
dry rub.
That's
Dry rub
I
ever.
think
Yeah,
lemon pepper.
yeah.
Lemon
Yeah,
pepper.
that's the only acceptable dry
Yeah.
rub.
Lemon
Not
pepper
dry rub.
Lou.
Yeah. We still
Lemon
didn't figure out
pepper
Tom.
Lou.
Who said classic?
I'm
Buffalo.
sweet. I'm a sweet Asian.
Sweet
Yeah.
Thai chili. Mary J.
I'm a mild.
Mild. So, very nice. Yeah, my mouth is watering, everybody.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
No, the other thing I was gonna say, I know we were saying that the Pacers are in the driver's seat. I mean, the OKC's in the driver's seat.
I love how we went from wings.
I was just saying, you know
No,
what's
I've been
bad
trying
when
to get
Pete's
this
the
off
one
my
that brings us
chest.
back to
Yeah.
basketball. Brought us back.
Pete
Brought us back.
No, because I want to get this off my chest. I don't think that anyone's in the driver's seat. I think they're on a party bus, and I think they have a driver because I think it's any man's game right now.
They're in one of them Ubers with no driver.
One team
Yeah.
is
They're in a
literally
Waymo.
up
They're
in the
in
series.
one of those Teslas that have no driver.
The Thunder are literally up 3-2.
Player has one leg,
And
they're in the driver's seat.
Bro, the Pacers ain't even in the car.
Yeah.
I think they're in a public server.
No, they're stuffed
Yeah.
in the trunk.
They're on the
They're
train.
stuffed in the trunk.
So okay, yeah. I don't know. I think
No, they're
they're on a
strapped
party
on
bus.
top of the car.
So what flavor is Chris? Did we establish this?
Lemon
Lemon
pepper.
pepper.
Lemon pepper.
I feel like we could do better than that.
Yeah.
We have
Not
to do better.
lemon
Nah, I don't think you're a lemon pepper at
We can do
all.
better.
I feel
than
like
that.
lemon pepper is reserved for like
Lemon pepper's
the
delicious.
top
Lou
of
Will.
the top. Yeah.
Let's look up. Can we look up
I'm
flavors?
Yeah, you could look it
Lemon
up.
pepper's cool.
I mean, we got.
Lemon pepper's cool.
He's not teriyaki.
Definitely not teriyaki.
Nah.
Mango habanero.
Oh.
I don't really fuck. I just know it's a popular one.
I'm not a big mango habanero guy.
I fuck
either.
with mango.
You like a mango habanero?
Sweet heat.
But it's not
same
about
thing.
what
I
we
like Buffalo Wild
It's
Wings
about like
one.
what describes us as people. You know?
Right. Well, that's pretty saucy. That's like salsa.
No, yeah, I'd definitely take mango habanero.
Yeah, mango habanero.
I'll go mango habanero fire.
Yeah.
I like
a
it.
little sweet heat. You know?
Before we establish these flavors, are you sure you want mild?
Well, I mean, I shouldn't give myself a flavor, but yeah,
So let's
Yes,
give Matty
I'm
J a
mild.
flavor.
Nah, he's mild though.
Mild?
He's
so
shit.
average. So average. In every
It
way
really
possible.
was self-proclaimed though, but yeah.
Hot honey. She.
Oh, man. I mean, is that even a wing
Yeah.
flavor?
Yeah.
Are there hot honey wings?
Yeah.
I've never had a hot honey wing.
Hot honey is fire.
Hot honey's taking over the world.
Hot honey really is taking over.
Yeah.
What's even in hot
Become
honey?
super popular.
Um,
Hot and
so,
honey.
like,
chili peppers.
honey?
That's all it is? Chili peppers and honey?
Probably, yeah.
That's impressive.
Sounds
I would have
right.
thought of that
Hot
sooner.
honey or some
Pepper
shit, I don't
flakes.
fucking know. Nah, hot honey's fucking fire. You ever had it on pizza?
Yep.
yeah.
It's just
Pepperoni.
spicy honey.
No, I've had it before, but I didn't know if that it was just chili flakes that made it spicy.
Like
Thought it was like hot
chili oil. Yeah.
Chili oil, yeah.
I got seafood fra diavolo from the Domenico's the
Yo.
other night, and it was
The
so
fire?
spicy, dude.
Ooh, I hate that.
I know. Like, I like spicy food. That's why I got it. But it was just too spicy, bro.
We talked about dynasty wide receiver buys for an hour and a half. It took us about 25 minutes, not even 30 minutes, to switch to what flavor wings are we all talking about the NBA Finals.
I mean, it's only one game.
No,
Like,
obviously,
I
it's
feel
just
like
funny.
We covered it pretty well.
No, we did, yeah. I mean,
I went to the sushi place in Asbury and I had the same problem. I got this roll called the Mexican roll.
think
It
we're
had
good.
guac, sriracha, habanero, and bro, I was eating them,
Yeah,
bro.
that shrimp tempura in that thing, right?
had to, bro. It's so funny.
I was eating them. Too spicy, bro.
Too
I
spicy,
love
yeah.
spice. Too much.
I'm not a spice guy.
Too much
Did they
spice.
make you do this? Oh, you didn't hear it.
That's crazy.
Yo.
Insane.
That.
Sucking in the
Oh man, jeez. Does not smell good.
My stomach
He's
kind of
gonna
hurts.
cover his fucking nose real quick.
Yeah,
we
that's
do have a
fine.
trade to talk about.
We do have a trade to talk about.
Oh, Mr.
Peter
Desi
P,
B.
what was the trade?
Desmond.
We got traded.
Desmond who?
Yo, give us the details, Pete.
Desmond's getting traded, everybody.
To who?
To the Spurs.
Nope. nope.
KD to the Spurs.
Nope.
Almost. It's coming.
could happen.
It could happen, yeah.
Could happen, but I want KD to the Knicks.
It's not
What
happening,
about Desmond?
unfortunately.
He doesn't know,
Desmond?
bro.
Yeah.
So Desmond
know.
Bane
Sorry.
was
I thought you were just joking.
Desmond Bane was traded to the Orlando Magic for Cole Anthony, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and 4 first-round picks.
4 unprotected and a swap.
Yeah.
And a swap.
5 picks, basically. Thank you so much, Pete. Now you are
He ain't know
informed.
what team he went to, but,
No,
he,
he-
but he knew the details. He knew they got a swap.
He knew there was a swap in there somewhere. Yeah.
4 and a swap.
This is this offseason's Mikal Bridges,
Yeah.
potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
Very random.
It is
Very random,
A
yeah.
lot of teams want McCall, though. He's a great player, and he could
Saying
be a
about
great.
him.
So I saw a lot of people
Fuck
clowning
McCall,
the
bro.
Mikal
trade,
Bridges.
and then rebuttals being like, "Nah, Desmond Bane's way better than McCall." I'm like, I feel like he's not way better.
Way better.
No.
just-
I think he's better, but yeah.
He's
Oh, they're
pretty decent.
good at
Is he like
different
clear
things.
Yeah.
cut better?
No, well, they could both have their
Cal's
roles
better on
depending the
defense.
team that they're on, you know?
I mean, Dez is a better shooter.
I trust Dez to go get a bucket more for sure.
Yeah, better
And
playmaker.
better playmaker,
Yeah, Desmond Bane got a lot better.
Yeah,
as a
but do you
playmaker.
trust him
Yeah.
to like reach the top shelf?
He's 6'5".
yeah. Still 6'5".
They're
we
calling
got
him 3 reps
got
because
those
he's
little-
wearing jersey number 3.
He got
He
tiny
has
arms.
like this,
Oh.
bro.
Yeah.
You
probably
want to see a
But-
picture?
I mean,
His tiny arms are
He's got
not
huge
tiny.
biceps.
His tiny arms are not
Yeah.
tiny.
it's just like, and I always find this conversation so weird when you talk about the Magic because it's Orlando. which should be the opposite of this, but for some reason they fall into this category. But it's a classic case of a small market team with a young ascending star making their all-in move that everyone looks at as an overpay. Like, I feel like we've seen this story many times. So
I feel like
it's just like, if he's your guy, then you go get him, right?
Am I crazy for
better.
being one of the only people that thinks it's like not that bad?
I like the trade.
I don't, because it's a lot to pay, but he's
On
like
the surface, it's an overpay,
perfect
yes.
fit. Like the perfect fit.
It's
between Paul and Franz.
a hefty price, but it's just like, for what they needed to potentially like take that next step, I don't know if there was a better guy that could have possibly been available. So it's like, if you need to overpay to go get that guy that fits the mold of what could get you over the top, then you overpay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've thought a lot about this trade. The KDs of the world are never going to Orlando.
Right.
I would have loved to see them, like if Trae Young or LaMelo were on the market, I would have liked to see them try to make that work. I don't know how feasible that is, but I saw something that, this was on Bill Simmons' podcast. I don't know who he had on, but this guy said the Magic had the worst three-point shooting percentage since the 2015-2016 Lakers, who won like 14 games. Or not 14, but not a lot. Robert Sacre, probably, yeah, I was going to say. I said that, and I was like, I don't know if that's true, but I know he was on that team. But yeah, and then Desmond Bane is third in the league in catch and shoot percentage since coming into the league. Like,
pretty damn good.
It's not, there wasn't really a better fit out there for them. So, like, yeah, you're the Magic. You're looking at Paolo. You have a superstar on the rise. You know, a guy that you think can be the best player in the championship team. You have Franz, who, if he played enough games, he would have been an all-star last year. Desmond Bane's a really good third option. I don't know if he's a second guy on a championship contender, but he's a damn good third option. So, yeah, like you said, if this is the Lakers making this trade, if this is the Knicks making this trade, yeah, it's an overpay. But like for Desmond Bane to the Magic, like Magic ain't. When was the last time Magic made a trade for a guy that averages 20 points a game? You know what I mean? Like, they don't do that.
The last
they traded Vucevic away.
So I saw something on Twitter. The last like 20 point per game guard for the Magic, you'd have to probably go back to Tracy McGrady. Like,
that's insane.
They haven't had a guard that could score 20 points per game.
So really, it's an underpay.
Jameer Nelson never got to 20 points per game when he was an all-star.
No way.
He was an all-star.
Yeah, but I don't think he ever scored 20,
like
bro. I think he averaged like probably 18 and 7, and they were the best team in the league at that time or some shit. So.
Yeah.
But they have their core now, and that's, I mean, for the Orlando Magic to have a core is wonderful.
Yeah, the one concern, like actually basketball-wise, not like front office, they overpaid-wise, is like we all thought it would have been a point guard for the longest time. It's not a point guard. These guys are making a lot of... Desmond Bane's making a lot of money. Franz already got his extension, right?
Yeah.
And then Paolo's obviously going to get, whatever the super mega max
Super
is
duper max,
when that time comes. They're kind of...
Suggs is like 35 a year.
Right. Yeah, he's making a fat bag too. Between the four of them, they're making a lot of money, which kind of makes your room for, moves around the margins very slim, because they're going to be a second apron team at some point.
How much is Suggs making?
Like 35,
30.
34.
Making a lot of money.
Jalen Suggs is making north of 30
it's just like
a year?
When you're the Magic, you have
You
to
gotta keep your guy.
You have to. Franz's contract is like 50 before this season. He got like 200 mil. Like you have to pay those guys.
Suggs
They're not
more
coming.
money than Jalen Brunson?
No.
I don't know.
Not after the new
right
now.
Well, yeah, right now I think he is, yeah.
After the new contract.
Bro, that's insane.
No, Suggs is like 35 a year.
Yeah, it was coming off the season where he was awesome. Like, he was great. Not 35 million a year.
Even before he got hurt, like he was playing it was like
his jumper
Franz,
left him a little bit though. That whole team
did, but like,
forgot how to shoot.
For Suggs, it's a front-loaded contract, which is good.
Yeah,
so next year he's making 35. The following year, 32.4, 29.6, 26.8, 26.7.
Okay.
Well, like Jalen Suggs, 5 years, 150 million is just crazy. But
yeah,
it is good that they front-loaded it.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to go. If you're gonna overpay your guy, like that's probably the best way to go about it. Get the big money out of the way now, so then you could be more flexible as he plays into that contract, as Franz plays into his contract. You save a few dollars in those years where those guys hit their prime. But a lot of, and I know for their positions, they're great playmakers, Paolo and Franz.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on them now to be great playmakers.
Bane, too.
Desmond
I mean,
Bane,
Bane's a
too,
good
yeah.
playmaker, too.
There's
But
a
yeah,
lot of pressure on these guys to be even, and again, great playmakers for their positions. Paolo for a 4, Franz for a 3, great playmakers. There's a lot of pressure on them as playmakers.
and Jamal Mosley to instill some sort of offense.
Offense
Yeah.
System, yeah.
I mean, Suggs is more of an off-ball point guard.
Right, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Like that's how it is.
And he's there. He's locked in. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, look, he with what they have, he fits.
Yeah.
Theoretically, like you need him to shoot better, but he had one year a couple years ago where he shot like 37, 38.
that's just like Wendell Carter's just not a good basketball player anymore.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what goes on there. He just forgot how to shoot, bro.
Goga was
Like,
so good for them.
Goga was
though,
really
which is
good,
Cool. Like at least they have a guy that if Wendell's, having those like 2 to 3 month stretches where he doesn't basketball well, you
Right.
at least have another very, very serviceable center.
John
behind
Isaac's
him.
also that dude still when he's healthy.
Yeah, they got a cool squad. It's just for as much as he fits in, is Desmond Bane enough to mitigate all of their flaws that they had this
East
season?
is wide open.
100%.
it is and it isn't. Because, like, are they better than the Cavs? Are they better than the Knicks?
No.
Are they better than the Pacers?
Can they beat them? It depends.
Maybe,
Like,
yeah. It depends on.
What? Because it's twofold. Because yes, you get Desmond Bane, but you also open up the 4 with Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
And that should theoretically make Paolo a better player. That
Yeah.
should make Franz a better player. But that's yet to be seen. Like, does Paolo still want to be Carmelo Anthony 2.0 and shoot mid-range jumpers that
I
he's
just,
not
like,
good at and
his-
three-pointers that he's not good at? Or,
That offense for a team that made the playoffs might be the worst offense of all time. Like, it was that bad.
Of the last decade. for
Yeah,
sure.
like they were that bad on that side of the ball. So Paolo was just like he was struggling, but he was doing what he could. And
Yeah.
like, he and Franz just need to step up.
I mean,
they need
yeah,
to be better.
but KCP was such a miss for
Awful.
them. Like,
Oh, he's so
Desmond Bane
bad.
is just so like galaxies better
Yeah.
than what KCP was for them last year. So it's interesting.
yeah,
I like it.
I like it
I
too.
like
like
if they
it.
took the swing.
I said for them I give it like a B.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's just like
Fucking word.
like say they didn't like people getting on them, they overpaid so much, yada yada yada. Like so like were they supposed to just stand pat and not make them? You know what I mean? Like
Not
we would
right.
do nothing. Yeah.
Whoa,
He's still laughing at me.
Just the way that he.
that was like 20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
bro.
no, it's the
and-
way he's grabbing the bottle.
And like I said, the KDs of the world ain't going there. You know, like even if they can't hand pick their destination, like they have some say in that stuff. And KD ain't going there. Even if like Devin Booker was available, he ain't going to Orlando. Like you know what I mean? So
Might not have much of a choice, but
That
Nah,
would've
they
been a
actually
bold
Booker,
beat
yeah, I would have
they got.
loved
Whoa.
Devin Booker,
I'm
bro.
fucking pissed that the Suns ain't selling. On a side note, bro, like fuck
will.
that.
I would have loved Trae Young in
D-Book
Orlando.
on-
That's what I really
On
wanted to see.
Detroit,
How do
Oh.
Yeah.
we know they're not selling?
no, they
He ain't going nowhere.
Well,
But that's why, like,
we
if
won't
he does
really know
leave,
until
like,
after KD leaves, no?
Right. Yeah. That's when we'll have a better.
They just
Feel like
I
they'd
feel
be-
like they just aren't gonna trade Book unless he asks.
yeah.
How are we making trades when the season's still going on?
I don't understand.
It's not official till the new league.
Probably like
year,
a verbal agreement,
happens.
but-
Yeah, but
Verbal
ain't there like
agreement.
rules that you can't do that?
That's
Sure,
what
you can
I
talk,
thought.
sure you can
but-
talk about
Like
it.
that doesn't happen in any other league,
No,
right?
you can make verbal agreements right now. I'm pretty sure the
But
I
feel
think
it's weird.
something similar
Well,
happened
they
last year,
officially
and
posted like the Magic posted on their
Yeah.
socials that they have. That
he's in Orlando right now. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how that all works. It's a little strange. I agree.
it shouldn't be allowed. Yeah,
like,
I
why
mean,
isn't OKC allowed to make trades?
It's kind of
going.
similar to the coaching carousel.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you allowed to hire a coach mid Super Bowl week, bro?
Yeah,
That's
Yep.
crazy.
I agree.
Should be prepping for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Why are you able to trade for Desmond Bane mid NBA Finals? You should be
Right.
prepping for.
what if the
when
Thunder
you
want to
get-
trade for Desmond Bane?
Right, he would help them.
Shit, they could have.
Right. Why can't the Pacers go trade for Desmond Bane right now?
Yeah,
If somebody
I
else can go
think
make a trade.
like that's where Book should end up in reality.
The Pacers?
would be
Maybe.
Indiana. Yeah,
it's just
Tyrese
how
needs
is
his
it-
ass.
I
how is
could
it
never
feasible?
I can never
I don't
see
know.
that
Figure it out.
How's it feasible?
On the Grizzlies side, it's interesting because like they're low key just like looking at the big dogs in the West. They're like, we can't touch these guys. Like, because they want to compete now in theory, but you just replace Desmond Bane with KCP and Cole Anthony. Like, that ain't gonna get it done.
Yeah.
But like also you got offered 4 unprotected first round picks
that's what
for
it was,
Desmond
by the
Bane.
way. That's 100% what it was.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think
So it's
for
like
them,
bittersweet.
They're looking at it as like
We're never
one
gonna
of-
get that kind of value.
Not even
Yeah.
just that. Well, yes, that.
Yeah.
But we're one of, if not the best draft and develop talent team
That's true.
in the entire NBA over the past 5 to 6-ish years. We aren't a big dog, but we're paying 3 guys like we are a big dog. Let's kind of not fully, because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, where's Jaren going?" And I'm sure we're going to talk about that in a minute. Where's Ja going? Like they're not trading those guys.
No, I don't think so
They're
either.
just taking a step back, get some more young talent in there, get some more flexibility, and then kind of reassess things. Like I feel like thinking about it, it was shocking, but thinking about it now, it made sense for them to trade Desmond Bane while his value was, I don't know if it's as high as it's going to get, but his value was pretty damn high, and you just gave him that contract and kind of handicapped yourself a little bit. You get off it and, wipe your hands of it and go from there. So I like it from the Grizzlies. I also don't love it, though, because Desmond Bane was so good for them, dude.
He's so good next to Ja.
Especially because, like,
Especially when Ja was out.
I was about to say, them dudes could be missing time, and like both of them, Ja and Jaren, they be missing time, and like every time those guys, aren't there, like Desmond Bane typically ups his
does.
level every time someone's not there, which has been huge.
Bro, I
for
was
them
looking
over
before
these
the
past
was it
years.
the year
I was
before
about to
last
say,
that
it
Ja?
was this year. I think Ja missed like beginning portion of the season or some shit.
No, but last season Desmond Bane averaged like 24 for the entire
First
season.
month of
Yeah.
the season, I'm pretty sure he averaged like 30
26
this
or
year
something
or
like
some
that.
shit. Like he's amazing.
Yeah, he's
he's
a
a
really,
great
really good
basketball
player.
player. He
He's a
really
good
is.
player, and the things he's really good at are super valuable too.
Yes.
So,
Now,
yeah.
what for the Grizzlies though? Like, are they going to get somebody else? Like, they're missing a key player for their offense, and
I think it's interesting because they gave themselves with this trade like so many different avenues. They have so many good young players. Now they have more first round picks.
Was
like,
it you that said they were just going to draft another Desmond Bane? Someone
Yeah.
said that in the group chat. Yeah,
Like shit, maybe
they
Gigi
probably
Jackson,
I
maybe
said-
Gigi turned it to a guy.
I said they traded $150 million Desmond Bane for the 4 chances to draft $10 million Desmond Bane. They go and draft one of them.
Yeah.
One of them guys
Exactly,
they draft
yeah.
to be $10 million
Probability,
Desmond
yeah.
Bane.
bro, it feels like they actually don't miss.
If there's one team I trust to like draft and like because
Draft
everyone's
all
saying like,
yeah.
oh well, these are all going to be like late-ish first-round picks because it's from the Magic. It's like if there's anyone I trust to hit on those mid to late first-round picks, it's the
Desmond
Memphis
Bane was the last pick in the first round.
Yeah,
Are we even
the
sure
Memphis
it's-
Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Are we even sure it's going to be a late first round pick? Like,
Yeah.
No guarantee Orlando's good. I'm sorry.
Are they all Orlando picks that they traded?
I think one of them
So,
was like a swap best with like Phoenix, Washington, and Orlando, or some stuff like that. I don't know how that stuff works. There's so many.
Getting a pick that even if it doesn't end up, but getting a pick that has Phoenix's name to it, it's pretty.
Washington's,
and Washington,
yeah.
That's,
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That's what
I
they're
know.
saying.
I saw Phoenix.
right?
Yeah.
I don't think I saw Washington.
So,
Yeah,
but like, yeah, I mean that's pretty huge.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this could turn into a big thing for them, but I see all the Ja trade rumors now, especially as a Knicks fan. Like, we're
I felt
seeing
like
this a lot.
this solidified Ja's place. That like there were whispers
Did
of
I
him
say
getting
Ja? I'm
traded.
Sorry, I meant Jaren. But
Oh yeah.
continue.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Then my point is no. my point is useless.
the Grizzlies got Josh Hart.
Whoa.
What?
Shit.
What if?
Shit, he caught me.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, what could they give him? What could the Knicks get out of that?
Josh Hart? No, we
They can get shit. It would have to be like a 3-way trade or
Well,
something.
no, because the Knicks are currently trying to get Jaren Jackson from all accounts. That's what the dream pairing for Karl Anthony
I don't
Towns.
like hate it, but I also feel like that's like not our best option. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, Kevin.
Jaren's
That's like a
so
plan
good
B.
at basketball.
Jaren's shit. You put a DPOY next to Cat, bro.
Jaren's
What
so
Jaren
good
Jackson
at
does for you
basketball.
is he gives you rim protection while still giving you floor spacing, which he might be one of the only guys who could play next to Cat that can do that. It might be the only guy that will give you that.
But do we think that would make us a championship contending team?
It
move?
depends what
Not
you
if
give
Kid
up,
depends what we're
but,
trading,
like,
yeah.
Not if Katie's out there.
Jaren Jackson.
KD's not the answer.
A big
Yes, he
three
is,
of
bro.
Jaren Jackson, Cat, and Brunson is like really good.
Scary.
Like Jaren Jackson, like has been great for the Grizzlies as their first to second best player over these past few years. A lot of times their first best player. If you slot him in as your third best player, like you're cooking.
Yeah.
Somehow keep OG.
That's the guy I would want to keep.
Yeah.
Everybody else
They're-
is tradable.
Yes, that's the guy I'd want to keep. I think you could give up McCall.
Yeah.
Well, McKell would have to be.
Sham at 6 man.
Yeah.
Be McCall, Josh Hart, probably. And then,
Jaren's a guy too who over these past few years his game's kind of like Cat's a one of one, like in terms of like his talent level and what he could do on the basketball floor offensively. But Jaren's a guy who's kind of developed many similar skills to Cat and his ability to use his shooting ability to his advantage to be able to create, make quick decisions. He was doing a lot of that with Ja out this year. So it's like for whoever the new Knicks coach is, if you get that, you have 5 guys on the floor at all times. You could put the ball on the floor and create for themselves with a guy like Jaren, who with also elite spacing 1 to 5.
I was gonna say Jaren can shoot from the parking lot too.
Right.
Like he lets it
Imagine
fly.
having two 7-footers that could shoot from dumb
Right,
deep.
who
And one
could
of
shoot
them-
from far, but again, to my point, who could also attack closeouts,
Right.
which is huge. Like the spacing is just going to be crazy.
Yeah.
You have to account for those guys off the dribble on the closeout. So
You think it's a perfect fit?
I don't know if it makes the Knicks a contender,
I-
but it
yeah, I don't know.
makes them.
I feel like whatever moves we make this year just has to be to contend. Like not
Well,
no, obviously that's the goal every year. But I'm just saying, like,
With
I
the
feel like
Celtics banged up, like shit, getting Jaren probably.
You
probably
would
makes-
be the favorites to
Yeah, I was
go
gonna
to the
say
finals,
probably
right?
makes the Knicks the favorites.
Yeah.
In the East.
I guess I don't know.
Unless it's Indiana,
I
just
just want-
because they were there. But,
But is KD really like your hill to die on?
Yes.
That's the only thing we could do.
Yes,
so it's what we
But how is that the only thing?
talked about a few
talked
weeks
about it.
ago. Yeah, I'll keep this very short and sweet. But there's moves the Knicks can make to become the favorite in the East that aren't KD. Getting Jaren, I don't know what other moves. but
Upgrading their bench, like
getting
honestly,
Jaren,
probably would even
upgrading
do
their
it.
bench. There's moves they can make to do that. But to be looked at as a team who could really compete with them big dogs in the West, like it's gonna take another big dog type of player.
you'd have the
It
best
just
duo in the NBA. Well, second, LeBron and Luka exist, but you'd have the second best duo in the NBA.
Who?
Kevin Durant and Jalen Brunson. By a pretty significant margin. Like 2 dudes that no matter what are going to get their shit off. So,
We've spoken about it already. I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't agree.
That they'd be one of the best duos.
I don't see a 38-year-old KD taking the Knicks to be a contender. I just don't see it.
KD's not washed at all though.
KD hasn't missed a beat, bro. Like that's what I don't understand from people. Like the man just averaged 26, 7 and 5 or 26, 7 and 4 on 50, 40, 90 or close to it, like with over a block per game. Like I don't know what people are missing. If he played 3 more games, he's an all NBA player this year. If they were an above 500 team with Kevin Durant and one of the worst teams in the league without him, like I've always been Kevin Durant's biggest hater, but I don't understand why people are starting to forget that Kevin Durant is still so goddamn good at basketball and one of the 7 or 8 best players in the league. Like, I don't get what we're missing. I really
Is
don't.
it just an age thing,
It's an
though?
age thing.
But it's like
He's
No,
you're
I don't think
scared
that
to mortgage the future for 38-year-old KD. You already mortgage the future for Mikal Bridges,
But that's not true because you have
Huck Porty.
the core of the Knicks for at least the next 2 seasons.
But you get that with KD too.
You don't.
what?
You don't get the guarantee of the next 2 seasons.
We'll
You
probably get him
do.
for 2
You
seasons.
do.
Kevin Durant hates his life. He's not gonna.
If KD
Fire.
if anywhere KD goes, he's probably going to sign an extension.
Kevin Durant cares about one thing and loves one thing:
Winning
playing basketball. He loves playing basketball.
I mean,
I can
not
guarantee you that motherfucker. I mean, of
Just
course,
playing.
for sure.
Yeah,
playing.
they're just
playing.
playing ball.
He loves playing basketball, bro. He says it all the time on his Twitter. He's like, I just love hooping.
He was
That's it.
arguing with one of them girls.
Yeah.
I don't know which one, either Mevy or Hannah Hoops.
Hannah Hoops.
I don't know who
That's
the
how
hell
much
they
Did he
are.
say he like had he had some time left in his career. Like, he still had
He's got time.
ball in
dude.
him, bro. Like, he wants
Dude,
to hoop for a while
If
longer.
11,
Jaren Jackson.
12-year-old me would be screaming and crying and,
What about
and happiness.
24?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're
And-
24.
Well, that's
bruh.
12 years ago.
We
bro.
I didn't even finish.
I
We
didn't
went to
even
the
finish what I was gonna
unction.
say.
We
Oh,
really
okay,
did
okay.
go to the
No,
unction,
of like
bro.
joy, like just the fact that KD's even in the talks coming to the Knicks.
I just would
I look
never.
up
Back
to that
in
guy
my
so
day, if I
much.
would have heard a KD come to the Knicks, like, bro, come on, what are we talking
What do you?
about?
I'm saying
Old
like
as
I'm
hell.
Bro, he's
What do
still
you-
he's
no, I'm
still
saying, like,
top dog though.
like this is exciting shit, dude. Like this is very exciting.
I
Like,
just don't understand.
talking about we're
scale,
24 now.
like,
Who gives a shit?
How are
It's
we
still
so
exciting.
sure
On a
that in
scale
3
of
fucking years?
1 to 10.
Sorry.
How excited are you?
An 11.
Okay.
How are we so fucking sure
No,
that
I'm really
in 3
hyped.
years Karl Anthony Towns isn't worse than Kevin Durant?
Mm.
How are we so fucking sure of that, bro?
In 3 years.
Karl Anthony Towns has been just as, if not more, injury prone. He is out of shape. He is not even close to being as in shape as Kevin Durant at this point.
I don't think out of shape is
crazy.
out of shape is crazy.
Sorry, but he's
What are you talking
he's a
about?
tubby Dominican boy. Like, he is not.
No, he's not,
tubby,
bro.
Cat's tubby.
He
He
just
did a
built thick.
naked ESPN shoot, bro.
Cat's
What do
tubby,
you?
bro. Cat's
No, he's not.
Tubby is insane, bro. Sorry, not everyone has a Greek god physique like
But
you,
he,
dude.
he does have a Greek god physique.
I know.
too.
That's what. Yeah,
He does
He
not.
just called him Tubby, bro.
He was
You're
looking tubby in the
crazy.
playoffs, brother.
bro. What do you mean?
he was
Who
not
the fuck are
Tubby.
you guys even talking about?
Carl Anthony
Carl.
Towns.
Oh, wait.
That's
You're not
Cat.
Tubby.
Cat's a little flabby.
You're not Tubby.
Bro.
Yo, wait, let me. Yo, that's real?
Yes.
That was from ESPN?
Yes.
No!
Yeah.
ESPN did not.
Yo, move that basketball, bro.
ESPN did not. Yo, there's zero
it.
shot.
Yo.
That's
Bro,
not
it's-
real.
it's so
Yo,
real.
He's Tubby. He's Tubby.
Yeah.
He is out of shape.
Yo,
He's out of shape,
Out
bro.
of shape is crazy.
yo, 1 minute.
You don't
That's
move.
not actually from ESPN, is it?
He's never.
ESPN
said-
does the
like
body.
that, though.
Why does
Here, wait,
ESPN do that?
Look.
Because they do the body issue every
Dude, kids
year.
watch this.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo. Never wanted to be regular height. I always wanted to be myself. Now I'm 7 feet of sexy. A lot of it. Carl Anthony Towns.
Oh my
They
god.
got him yamming the ball, dude. They got
Oh
him.
my God,
They got him.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Oh
there's more
my
than
God.
He really did, bro.
How many?
He did.
He really did.
Yo, how many of these did they do?
Probably
They do
hundreds.
the body
photo
shoot
shoot,
every
bro.
year, bro. They do this every
Oh my
year.
god.
Call me Patrick Starr, dude. I've been living under a rock. I didn't know
It's
this was
like-
a thing.
When was this?
I said, bro,
The wild.
yo, I'm living under a rock, bro.
He didn't do this shit this year.
Yo, dude.
You saw it behind the basketball?
I wish I did. Nah.
What
That's
do you
insane.
rate that?
6'7".
These are our top 10 ESPN body issues.
Cats are number one. Blind ranking the top
Out
5.
of shape is crazy. Bro.
Yeah, out of shape
Yeah,
is insane.
that's
Out of shape is
that.
crazy.
That's like making the fireman. That's like the NBA's fireman calendar.
That motherfucker was ass in that series towards the end. That's all I know. I'm just saying. I can't guarantee that Karl Anthony Towns is going to be better than Kevin Durant in 3 years. Plus, I'd rather KD retire with 50 on
You'd
the
rather
books.
41-year-old
I'd rather KD
than
retire with 50 on the books.
32-year-old cat.
Listen to me. I'd rather
Whoa.
KD retire
Call me daddy.
with 50 on the books
Be careful, bro. Dean's gonna come.
than us paying Karl Anthony Towns like 55 to 60 for the next 5 years until he's 37.
I also just feel like as Knicks fans, like you shouldn't be worried about who's better in 3 years, in 2 years. The
Who's better
only
next
thing
year?
you guys
Yeah.
should be worried about is next year.
Yes.
Okay, and Jaren's the answer.
Jaren's better than KD next year.
Yeah.
Because our team's becoming
On the Knicks.
Fuck.
On the Knicks. As,
Out
as a
of
fit.
here.
As a fit
Our-
on the Knicks.
Our
Okay.
team's like past
You're
the fact
fucking
of like,
Better at
Insane.
basketball?
What?
Better at basketball?
No, fit on the Knicks.
Well, the question is,
How?
would you rather have
Cat
Jaren.
and Jaren or KD.
or KD
Jaren.
and Cal, I guess, right? Because you trade Cat to get KD.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have Cat.
Call me crazy. I think I'm taking KD and Macau.
I'm taking
And you keep
Jaren and
Hart.
Cat over Katie and McCall. What are you talking about? What are you talking
We
about?
don't really got
Yeah, I
any.
mean, keeping
Quite easily.
Cat to get
Handling.
Jaren is a huge factor here.
We're
Yeah.
losing a
I know
lot
it's
of ball
KD,
handling with
but-
that.
Yeah.
I'm taking all of them. I want Cat, Jarrett, and KD.
Yo.
Oh, hey, not like that. What do you mean? You got? All right, I'm just not gonna do this. You said I'm gonna take, and then
I'm not going to do this. Proceeds to do this.
So then I said I'm gonna take, and then when I said I'm gonna take,
No, you said I'm taking all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You did say that.
Yeah, I did,
You
I
looked in
did.
the camera and said, I'm
No, I
taking
did, I
all
did,
of
I
He
them."
did.
goes, I'm not going to do this. And then
No,
he
I
proceeds
did.
to
I
do
did.
exactly
wrong
that.
with that, bro?
All right.
Radioactive. Radioactive.
Let us know who sings
what-
that song in
what-
the comments.
Yeah, what band is that from?
I think it's
Matter Daddy?
Yeah,
A Matter Daddy?
Imagine
Imagine Daddy?
Imagine.
dragging these nuts across your
Got
Or-
it.
Bro, I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow.
For what? Oh no! No! He got me with this before.
I never got you with.
Yeah, you did.
What, bro? I'm going to the fucking doctor tomorrow. I have
what?
to see a specialist for my ears. Because I have all this earwax in my ears. I'm going to Dr. Barry McCockiner.
I know you got me with that before.
So
Bastard.
You know about Dr. Barry?
Dr. McCockiner.
What about-
silly.
The
got
Barry
it.
part's important, though. 'Cause it's like Barry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, oh, get it?
that was ball game.
That was ball game.
Let me know when you want to go for ear cleaning together. I know we talked about it before. I'll come. I need an ear cleaner.
You
I feel like
You
that
gotta go
wasn't
for
needed to say on the podcast.
No, it's all right. If anybody knows a good ear cleaner,
I don't want to go together for that.
why not? Dude, fuck a Q-tip. Let's ball.
No, like I'll
Copay,
go
baby.
do one.
What's the line of things you would do together? Like where does
Ear cleaning?
I guess it's ear
so
cleaner.
like
Happy endings.
I'd go further than that.
you go further than ear cleanings?
Yeah.
You wouldn't get a happy ending together? Like in the same room, you mean?
I'm saying that's what I would do.
Oh, you would.
I think we've all done worse things together.
But like, what if we gave it to each other?
Wait,
say,
then wait, worst things to
Actually, no.
Yo, what was good?
Like an ear cleaning?
When we were eating those popsicle sticks in the DR, seeing who could eat it the furthest.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
What do
don't
you mean by
remember that.
eat it the furthest?
Wait, I wasn't there for the popsicles.
Everyone was there for that.
Was
we were
I?
sitting in the ice cream shop in the DR. And we
Every
had popsicle
single-
sticks, and we
Oh,
were seeing
yes.
who could eat it
Was
the
there.
furthest.
Did I win?
No.
Trunks
know
probably
if
won.
Trunks won.
Trunks definitely won.
Trunks
bro.
absolutely
It was
won.
either
Trunks
Trunks
probably
or
won.
Chris, to be honest.
Shout out
All
Nerf.
right, come on.
It
Yo.
did come down to you and Trunks. I do exclusively remember
Dude,
that.
we gotta nerf Trunks, bro. He can't be winning like that, you know?
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
Why? Why do we gotta nerf him?
He crazy
can't be
for that,
winning.
bro.
Let him
Bro
be,
really
bro.
won the freaking contest.
He really did.
was
He
one
really
popsicle
did. He
contest.
really did.
And he was happy about it.
He was.
He was so hype about
Sort of
it.
flexing on
actually.
us too. So,
WRL.
WRL, bro.
yeah.
I really wonder that sometimes.
Yo, I need a Belgian waffle right now, bro.
Yeah, all right. Me too. That's the end of the podcast. I want to go get a Belgian waffle from fucking Mike's Unicorn Diner.
6'7".
Yo, shout out Mike's Unicorn for real.
Shout out Mike's Unicorn.
Place saved my life.
Eat, but shout out
Place saved my life.
Well, with that,
Ball.
ball game.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on all of our socials. Go fuck yourselves. Episode 200 on the way. Stay
Yo,
tuned.
episode 200.
Episode, yeah, dude.
Yeah, let's hype that up real quick.
Yeah.
Episode 200.
Time very short. No. Edit it out.
That's getting cut out.
Edit it out.
You stupid bitch.
Surprise?
We'll have to
Say
beat
the,
that.
say the
we'll beat
line.
that.
And with that.
And with that,
Ball
That was ball game.
Imagine Dragons.